If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button because I really do appreciate that. We talk nothing but boxing here. I know you guys just seen this video that Deontay Wilder posted. He finally came out of hiding, by the way. Wilder has not been in the public eye since his humiliating defeat to Tyson Fury, and he finally last night posted a video where he was talking like he was Mufasa. You know what I'm saying? I am your king. I think Deontay Wilder is one of those people. He thinks like he's a ruler. You know, he thinks like he got people. Well, he probably does. Like the Ldbc dudes. He feels like he got people bowing down to him and shit. I am your king. Your king will rise from the dead. Man, like you could tell like he really thinks highly of himself, like he's some royalty or some shit. But you know, I will say this: the Ldbc definitely be looking at him like he's a king because they be calling him king. Well, he basically said that he's gonna have his belt back in a few months, and he's gonna see you in a few months. So he's basically implying that he will, in fact, fight Tyson Fury. He pretty much already made it known that he was going to take the trilogy. And like I told you in a past video, I don't see him not taking the trilogy. I mean, even though I wanted him to fight, I mean, even though I wanted Tyson Fury to fight Anthony Joshua, there's absolutely no way that Deontay Wilder was going to let this trilogy get away from him because this is a big money fight. I know people are talking about, bad pay-per-view numbers, but this pay-per-view with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury did a lot better than their first fight. So clearly a lot of people were interested in that fight. I think it did like 850,000, which is a lot of pay-per-view buys. Obviously it's not like a world breaker or anything, but still it's good for somebody like Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury to get those numbers. But they're going to make a lot of money. And in the rematch, in the trilogy, he's going to get 40% of the purse, but there's no way Deontay Wilder was going to turn down that money to get a immediate trilogy with Tyson Fury. Now I told you guys, I don't think it's a good idea for him for his legacy because I do think he's going to lose this fight because he was going around blaming everyone. And by the way, Andre Ward, I saw a video on ESPN. ESPN uploaded a video where Andre Ward was talking about the only way Deontay Wilder could win, and that was a great video. He was spot on what he was saying when it came to Deontay Wilder. He said that Deontay Wilder had to let go of those excuses because that's how you grow. You can't just go around blaming this person, this outfit, this as to why you lost. You have to look in the mirror, like look at the fight. Like what Wilder has to do is look at that fight and realize, okay, this is why Fury beat me because he did this better than me because I didn't know how to do this. And that's how you grow as a fighter, right? Then you could go back in training camp and try and develop other skills. I don't feel that Deontay Wilder is going to have enough time to change his style enough to beat somebody like Tyson Fury, because Wilder was always one of those guys that just depended on one punch. So he didn't develop his other skills. You know what I'm saying? Like there's more to boxing than just punching power. There's inside fighting. There's throwing other punches besides the right hand. But Wilder, you could tell that Wilder in the majority of his training camps, he just spends that time developing his right hand because he thinks it's always going to bail him out. But he found out in this fight that it wasn't going to bail him out. So he needs to really develop other parts of his game. But the problem is they're going to fight sometime in the summer, like July. So is 5 months enough time for Deontay Wilder to develop enough skill set to be able to be in a more competitive fight than he was the last two times against Fury? No, I don't think so at all. I don't think he's going to win. I think Deontay Wilder is going to lose. And I already told you guys, I actually am looking forward to this fight because a lot of people gave excuses for Deontay Wilder, but I know that there isn't no excuses. I know that the real reason Deontay Wilder lost against Tyson Fury was because he was just in there with a better fighter. So that's why I personally am looking forward to this trilogy because once Fury beats him again, now you really can't say no excuses. You can't say that, he was wearing this. I just don't want to hear no more excuses, even though I know after Fury wins the trilogy, there's still going to be people out there saying, giving Wilder excuses no matter what. Like, Wilder could lose 10 fights in a row against Fury, and there'll be an excuse for every single fight. So, for me, I just want Wilder to fight Fury for this trilogy, just so he could just once and for all shut down the Wilder fan base. The fanboys. They're going out there saying, he could stay. He was cheated. Deontay Wilder was cheated. I don't think 5 months is enough time for Deontay Wilder to develop enough skills and to change his game enough to beat Fury. The same Deontay Wilder that fought Fury the first fight in 2018, that's the same Deontay Wilder that fought Tyson Fury last weekend. In that whole 15-month span, Wilder didn't change at all as a fighter. Right? You would have thought in 15 months he could have gotten better, but he was the same Deontay Wilder, depending on that right hand. So how is he going to change his style in 5 months? He's going to do the same thing. He's going to go out there. He's going to try to, this is basically just a big money fight at this point. It's just a fight where it's like an easy fight for Tyson Fury, an easy money fight, and if you think about it, it's also like an easy payday for Deontay Wilder, even though he's going to be receiving the majority of the punishment because he's going to get a big paycheck for this trilogy. But yeah, I knew that Deontay Wilder was going to take this fight. I expect in the coming weeks for them to announce the venue and everything, and where this fight's going to take place and stuff. It's probably going to take place in Las Vegas again, probably in the same place, the MGM Grand, because they have already fought twice in the US, and Tyson Fury enjoys fighting in Las Vegas. He said multiple occasions he loves fighting in Las Vegas. He loves fighting in the US. So even though he's a champion, I wouldn't see why he would fight in the UK. I mean, he probably could say, hey, let's fight in the UK, but they have fought twice in the US already. So I think the right place for this fight to be would be in the US, just because they already built like a reputation of fighting there. People know who they are already there. And I expect them to announce it anytime soon. I mean, what do you guys think of this fight? Do you guys think that Deontay Wilder has a chance to beat or avenge his any? In 19 rounds, Deontay Wilder only won 2 rounds, in my opinion. So I just don't feel that he has any chance at all. Only really a puncher's chance, as always. The first time they fought, it was only a puncher's chance. He got outboxed. The second time, he got mauled. So, like, what can he do? He couldn't beat Tyson Fury in a boxing match, and he couldn't beat him in a mauling match, in a street fight. So, what else can Deontay Wilder do? I'm pretty sure he's going to come in lighter. That's what's going to happen. You're going to see Deontay Wilder come in lighter, and it's going to work, and it's going to be a disadvantage for him because he might think to himself, I'm going to come in lighter, so I'm going to be faster, but he's going to have a 270-pound Tyson Fury leaning on him. So this might be a good thing for boxing, in the sense that at least once Tyson Fury beats him, even though this is going to delay the undisputed fight, I get it. This is going to delay the undisputed fight. But at least once Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder once and for all, that's it. We don't have to be stuck with, shit, Tyson Fury is obligated to give Deontay Wilder a rematch, a trilogy. Once he loses for the second time, it's over. Wilder's going to have to go to the back of the line like every other heavyweight and work his way back up, because he ain't going to get no title shot anytime soon after that. So that's what I'm saying. That's the good thing that will come out of this, is at least we don't have to be always thinking, shit, now this and this. I just hope Wilder doesn't win, because if Wilder wins, honestly, it's going to be back to square one. You know what would happen if Wilder were to win? You know what would happen? If he were to win, they would fucking make a 4 fight. That's what they will do. I guarantee you. They'll be like, oh shit, now Wilder won, got his belt back. Now we got to make it the 4th fight. So you can forget about undisputed anytime soon. They'll make the 4th fight for 2021. Early 2021. Because they'll be like, oh, look, Wilder, Fury won a fight. Wilder won a fight. Now we got to see another fight. That's what they'll see. The first one was a draw. The second one was a knockout win for Fury. The third one was a knockout win for Wilder. So I don't want that. I don't want them to be a fucking 4 fight. So hopefully Fury just beats Wilder, and then boxing moves on. The heavyweight division moves on, and Wilder has to just work his way back up. Anyway, guys, I have to say thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'm out. Peace.